Dear Secretary of State Clinton, I am addressing you in this video concerning something very important. My name is Erin Helfert. I am a U.S. citizen, and I am a survivor of rape in a foreign country. I am speaking to you today to make known the inadequacies of the State Department's response to sexual violence committed against U.S. citizens abroad. In the early morning of January 1st, 2009, I awoke in Casablanca, Morocco, in a small guest bedroom. The house belonged to a U.S. diplomat, a friend of mine in that city where I lived and worked. A New Year's Eve party had been held there the prior evening. When I awoke that morning, I was exposed, disheveled, confused, sore, violated. I had been raped by a Moroccan man. Since that morning, I have engaged in an international legal and personal struggle. My struggle has connected me to the community of other survivors and their struggles in the aftermath of rape. It is for myself and for them that I speak to you today. After this horrific experience, I unfortunately encountered the inadequate training and response of the U.S. Diplomatic Corps in Morocco to sexual violence. A first example, I immediately alerted the homeowner, a U.S. diplomat, of my rape. Upon asking the diplomat to direct me to the police or to find appropriate medical care, the diplomat responded, quote, "I think you should ask yourself what you could have done to have prevented this from happening to you." A second example, after giving testimony of my rape to the then resident security officer, I was given 2 sheets of paper. One, a list of lawyers. The other, a list of translators. I was told that they did not recommend any one lawyer or translator in particular. There was no further help. I was never directed to the same nurse at a U.S. embassy or to an appropriate medical facility in Casablanca. Despite asking several times, no one at the consulate could advise me as to what a victim of rape can expect to encounter in the Moroccan justice system. A third example, the homeowner and all other U.S. diplomats present that evening of the party refused to participate in the rape investigation conducted by the Moroccan authorities. A fourth example, despite offering several times, the U.S. consulate in Casablanca remains generally uninterested in my offer to provide them with a step-by-step account on what a U.S. citizen can expect should she or he decide to pursue a rape case. I've been told instead, quote, "The consulate deals more with cases on child custody or commercial relations." This leads me to ask, why is sexual violence committed against U.S. citizens abroad apparently not a priority to our State Department? Due to my persistence and perseverance in spite of considerable personal, financial, and emotional costs, my case has set a series of legal precedents in the country, including 1. My case is the first rape case in which the Moroccan court system has allowed forensic evidence for consideration. 2. In the Moroccan court system, there is no state prosecutor who aids and defends victims of crime. In response to my many requests, the judge offered a free, court-appointed lawyer and translator for my hearings in light of my inability to afford legal counsel. 3. Given that rape is not considered a violent crime in Morocco, a perpetrator is, in essence, given the choice to appear in court. Due to my many in-person appeals, however, the judge has issued an arrest warrant for the perpetrator. Upon his arrest, the perpetrator will be detained until time of trial. At the conclusion of my trial, which will take place on the 6th of August, I am confident that I will gain a conviction in a country where the conviction rate of rape is only 6%. I want to inspire the U.S. State Department to offer support to American survivors of rape who wish to pursue justice in foreign courts. No survivor should have to endure what I had to go through in Morocco. The process has extended over 3 years at great personal and financial cost to me. I believe our government can do better. Based on my experiences, I would invite further conversations between State Department staff and myself on revising processes and policies. American survivors of sexual violence need more support. Finally, I invite you, Secretary of State Clinton, to attend this trial, to stand as a witness of this groundbreaking case, and with your presence, let this trial set an example of the power and the will of the American people to seek justice despite great obstacles, and of our shared strong belief in universal women's rights. Sincerely, Erin Helfert.